Sigma is Hero 31 and he's kind of weird. We do a small geography test and talk about the Flying Dutchman. We got some news on this year's Halloween Terror event and it's not good, folks. All this and more in this week's Omnic Recap. Welcome! Hey creeps, D from the Omnic Post here. Welcome to the Omnic Recap, a video series that tackles this week's Overwatch news. Overwatch news. The news of Overwatch. Overwatch news. Ah, yes. Last week I talked about Hero 31 and I tried to predict who the next hero was going to be. We kind of knew his name and Blizzard had teased a little bit of information in the past week. I landed on Sigma, being a Greek old man with a huge nose that is some weird kind of futuristic tailor and that wears an Omnic face as a mask. And boy was I wrong. The only thing I had correct was that he is a tank. First off, he's not Greek, he's Dutch. Dutch people are from the Netherlands. Do you know where the Netherlands is on this map? Here? Or here? Yeah, no, it's over here. Good try though. The Netherlands are known for tulips, wooden shoes, windmills, and gold member. He was Dutch. No, Jean-Claude Van Damme is Belgian. Stop it. Sigma isn't into fashion either, since he clearly hates shoes. Those are some gnarly feet, bro. His real name is Sybren de Kuiper. Try saying that 3 times. Sybren de Kuiper. Sybren de Kuiper. Sybren de Kuiper. Nailed it! And he actually is an astrophysical. You know, a star doctor like Raj from The Big Bang Theory. He was experimenting with gravity. But as it often goes with this type of experiments, he fucked up. He looked too deep in a black hole. Oh, come on, grow up. Went crazy and ended up quarantined in a government facility. Talent caught wind of his experiments with black holes. Wind? Black holes? Get it? Come on, grow up. They rescued him and they turned him into a living weapon. Classic Talon. Am I right?
What does he do, D? Tell us.
No.
Please?
No.
Ah, come on. Don't be such a tool.
Okay. Well, first off, Sigma floats. Why? Because he can. Yeah, because he has no shoes. And because he controls gravity. With the black holes, remember? Oh, come on, grow up. His primary ability is called hyperspheres. Classy. Which are 2 projectiles that he can fling at enemies. Kind of like Zenyatta orbs, but he only has 2. Sigma's projectiles actually bounce and they do splash damage. So yeah, not at all like Zenyatta's orbs. Sorry. His secondary ability is called Kinetic Grasp. It's some sort of force field that absorbs incoming projectiles and turns that energy into a temporary shield that has a max HP of 400. Okay, not sexy at all. Maybe. Accretion is an ability that has the Flying Dutchman. Wait. Oh, now I see what they did. Good one, Blizzard. Fine. Well played. He's pulling rocks out of thin air and he just lobs them forward. It packs a nice punch and it has a stun and a bit of a boop effect. He's no Lucio, but people will really fly like he does. Because he's the Flying Dutchman, right? No, not with the black hole. Come on. His other special is Experimental Barrier. As the name says, it is a barrier that he can spawn and push in any direction that he wants. On top of that, he can instantly recall it and spawn it again. It has a very low cooldown until it breaks. Then you have to wait a little longer, but still impressive. It is a really fresh approach to barriers. It is kind of tricky to use, might not be that easy, but could be nice. Now his ult.
Het universum zingt voor mij!
What he is saying here is that the universe is singing to him. Huh? I wonder what the universe sounds like when it starts singing.
Do you know what the universe sounds like when it starts singing? Like this? Or like this?
When you hear him yell this, you're about to be thrown in the air and smacked back down with extreme force. Yeah. This is one of the most metal and epic ults I've ever seen. You cannot get any more Star Wars than this. Why does it never work with me? Sorry, kitty cat. Don't tell Hilde. He is an awesome hero with a very unique kit, a very dark backstory, and a lot of room for future character development. But trust me, he is not easy to play, and he's going to be even more difficult to master. But that's okay. We need those kinds of heroes.
Het universum zingt voor mij!
Talking about singing. No. Sorry. Sigma already has his Boost on Karaoke voice lines, and he is singing about
Lekker
stroopwafels? That's a dessert. Heerlijke stroopwafels. Crazy Dutchman. He is on PTR right now, but we have not seen any of his skins. I wonder what skins we can expect them to have. That's a difficult one. I mean, I see a lot of potential Halloween terror skins for him. With him being all that creepy floaty man. His piercing eyes. And those weird ass feet. Oh. I'm okay. I'm okay. Before the release, well, the straitjacket skin is almost a given, right? Subject Sigma. And maybe they can show him in his lab gear, but other than that, I don't know. Tulip Sigma maybe? Wooden shoe Sigma? Windmill Sigma? Dike Sigma? Bike Sigma? Black hole Sigma? No, don't. Don't. Come on. Question of the week. Which skin do you think Sigma should get? Let me know in the comments. Oh man, I have creepy feet too. Cool. Sigma will most definitely go live with patch 1.39, which most likely is going to be with the release of Season 18, aka the beta season for Roll Queue, which should be around August 14th. Or maybe a little sooner. Lekkere stroopwafels. Nou zeg, die zijn best lekker. I'm Belgian. I can do a Dutch accent. I'm sorry. Holland. I'm so sorry. We're neighbors. We're friends. I apologize. I'll teach you. The PTR patch also included a lot of bug fixes and some hero tweaks. Diva's pilot ult, which is basically Baby Diva jumping around like a grasshopper on speed, charges faster now, so she'll get back into her mech a little quicker. Wrecking Ball's projectile speed was lowered, and Symmetra's teleporter now has a shorter cooldown. On top of that, the cooldown for using that teleporter went down from 1.5 seconds to 1 second. So basically she'll be throwing more crap through that teleporter. And with crap, I mean turrets. For fuck's sake, just
Kill the freaking turrets.
the new PTR patch also activated role queue for quick play, and players can now endorse each other in all or at least most of the arcade modes. Good job, man. Good job. Nicely done. Hey. Oh, you too, man. So beautiful. Come on, guys. Good hug. Good hug.
Get your hands off my ass.
Oh, and by the way, that whole Moira can escape any stun thing, yeah, it's all gone. They reverted that change. It's all okay now. All right. As discussed last week, these summer games are kind of disappointing because of the lack of new content. We basically grilled on all the events, the challenges, and then on top of that, we got 3 epics, 4 legendaries, and that's it. Well, according to Jeff, we'll see the same thing happening to the next event, being Halloween Terror. But he also promised that something new would be coming to the game at the end of this summer. Something new. I have no freaking clue. Might we get a new event? Or even an extra hero? One of the character designer artists shared this week that he had been working on 3 heroes. The first one was, of course, Sigma, the tank, who actually started out as Maga. Oh. But as they were developing his whole kit, they kind of noticed that it didn't match up with the brute in a Hawaiian shirt that we saw in the short story. So they decided to go for the really crazy Dutchman. Figures. But apparently they're progressing really well on 2 extra characters. A new support hero and a new DPS character. What? I know, right? Blizzard had stated before that they would be focusing on tanks and supports because we already have plenty of DPS characters in the game. But I guess they changed their minds and they hate us. To be honest, it could be anything at this point. BlizzCon is coming a few months later after the end of the summer, where they plan to break some really big news. And up till then, there are no rules. No rules at all. No rules at all. Is that a stroopwafel? That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. This is my workout, by the way. This is what I do to work out. And if you would like to see all of my future videos, make sure to hit that big red subscribe button and click that little bell icon next to it so you get notified every time I upload one of these videos, alright? Check me out on Twitch. I stream about 3 days a week at twitch.tv/AtomiixTV. AtomiixTV is with 2 eyes. If you want the latest updates on Overwatch, make sure to follow the Omnic Post on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. And you can find me on AtomiixTV with 2 eyes on those same platforms. All the links are, of course, in the description. Bam! Thanks again for watching, and until next time, bye bye!